Hi everyone, it's Simon from examsolver.com. In this video I want to talk about the witches again. More specifically, the conversation the audience see them having at the beginning of Act 1, Scene 3, before Macbeth and Banquo meet them. In this conversation, which is very strange, one of the witches tells the others that she was after a chestnut that a woman was eating. The woman said she couldn't have it, and as a punishment for this, the witch wants to hunt down this woman's husband, who she tells the other witches is on the Tiger, which is a ship sailing to Aleppo. So the question is, why are we shown this? What's the point of this conversation here amongst the witches? Now, I think it's dramatic irony, because soon after this conversation, Banquo and Macbeth meet the witches. Macbeth is given two prophecies. One of them, soon after this, comes true, and he's left wondering, are the witches trustworthy or not? But the audience already knows the answer to this, because we've seen this conversation that they have before Macbeth and Banquo even meet them. The audience knows from this conversation that the witches are just interested in chaos and mischief making. And therefore, when we see Macbeth wondering whether the witches can be trusted, whether they're trustworthy, the audience already knows that they're not. We also know that Banquo's attitude that he displays just after meeting the witches is right. Banquo tells Macbeth that he shouldn't believe in the witches, and that even if they say something true, which is what they do, that he's going to become Thane of Cawdor, which is what happens to Macbeth, nonetheless, Banquo is saying that even if they tell you something true, it's just to trap you so that they can ruin you. So why are we shown this conversation between the witches before Banquo and Macbeth even meet them? It's dramatic irony. It's so that the audience knows from the beginning, from the outset, that they're not to be trusted in, that they're a dark and evil force just interested in mischief. And we see that Macbeth makes a terrible error when he decides to trust in them and put his faith in them. That's just one piece of analysis of a writer's method that Shakespeare is using in Macbeth here. For loads more on Macbeth and for all of your other texts, check out examsolver.com.